I never thought I'd make a video like this, but here I go. My birthday is coming up, and that's how this whole thing started, is because I'm about to be 33 and I am single. It's summer and like, you know, we're fucking around. One thing leads to another, and the topic of my dating life comes up, which is awesome. We submit, and I say we as in like I'm sitting in the room, but I don't actually hit submit. We submit my name and like email for this like elite matchmaking service, okay? And I say elite because like, that's what it says. I don't know. I don't know anything about the industry. I don't know anything about how it works. I've never even considered it. I never probably would consider it, except that's where this story comes in. Get on FaceTime with this woman named Nancy. Actually, that's not her real name, but like, I already made this video once. I didn't have a name, so I had to redo. So Nancy, hot. Anyways, so I'm talking to Nancy, and Nancy's like, so tell me about yourself. Like, why are you single? When was your last relationship? Like, why are you here? And I explained what I just said, but on top of that, I said, I have this track record of dating straight chicks. And I said, I'm not talking about like dating a straight chick, like hooking up and calling it a day. Although whilst I have done that multiple times, I'm talking about like significant like relationships tend to have been with straight women. Again, I mean, we put that in air quotes because, well, actually, all of them are still straight, except for one. I think she turned gay. I'm not gonna turn gay. Yeah, and on top of that, they tend to be like a little bit younger than me also. So it's like, not only do I have these like unhealthy starting, I guess, relationships, but then, you know, they tend to be younger because like, I don't know. And she literally looks at me and goes, I know exactly who you are. I know your type, I know. And she goes, let me ask you something. These women that you end up in relationships with, she goes, are they damaged? And I'm like, no. Well, yeah, like significantly damaged. And it's true. All of these chicks that have one thing, no, they have a lot of things in common. Insecure, low self-esteem. Like, and some of them had like serious issues. In fact, I would say self-harm went through the train with that too. You tend to date or attract these damaged girls, and it's because, she goes, look at yourself. You're so confident in who you are. You have this charm about you that I think attracts these people towards you. And these girls are just like she goes, not that I'm saying that they didn't actually have feelings for you. She goes, I'm not saying that at all. She's like, but they're damaged. They were looking to fill some type of void that they could not. And I'm like, yeah, everything was lining up, but like, now I feel like garbage. Thank you, lady. She literally went ham on my personality. She's just like, you run away from anything real. That's lame. I find that highly offensive. She said that I'm scared to be completely available to a relationship. She's like, you need to be with somebody who's like on your level, who's, you know, financially stable, who's emotionally available. And she goes, that may not be like a 25-year-old. And I'm like, yeah, all right, that's fine. She goes, I'm gonna put you down for like 25 to 40. And I'm like, 40? I was like, can we just skip the 40s and go straight to 50? What's up? I had to show her pictures of my exes. So I like showed her my recent ex, and she's like, she's cute. And I was like, yeah, she's cute. She goes, so you like them, you like small, petite? I was like, yeah, small, petite, and like they need to, like the first thing I look at on a chick is their nails. You're just like my husband. That tends to happen. Yeah, I'm like a lot of people's husbands. Basically, everything I was describing was literally her, so that was awkward. And I was like, you get bonus points if your toes match. And she like laughed, but like she's like, and she's only like 4'10". And you never guess by like looking at her, but like clearly like she can't reach the floor like under her giant desk. Definitely am intimidated by her. And I told her that like a lot of people I'm attracted to are like actual like women in power. And then who I attract are like the complete opposite. And so I told her, I said, maybe I don't need a matchmaker. Maybe I just need therapy. And she was like, stop right there, because we incorporate like 6 hours of therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and life coaching. I'm like, yeah, I'm a handful. She basically says like, I don't give myself what I deserve. And I said, I don't know. And then I'm so used to being abused in these relationships, but like, am I don't know. It was like double-digit thousands. Like, okay, like I already knew that this was not happening. I just don't know enough about the industry. I don't trust like I don't trust a process that I can't control, which apparently is another one of my issues. There's so much to learn about that industry. Like I can't, to me, it's kind of like the weathermen. Like they could say, ooh, it's gonna be sunny today, and then like it rains and they don't get in trouble, right? Because that's like the nature of the industry. And it's kind of the same with matchmaking. It's like, here's gonna be somebody we're gonna set you up with. Oh, there was no connection. That's like not our fault. So that's the aspect I don't like of it. It was an interesting experience though, because something I went in as a complete like joke, would never even entertain it. She really pinned like all of my relationships. She pinned me in like to a T, like my personality. Literally, I almost cried on the fucking FaceTime call. That's how much like it was, she's definitely a professional. I think I actually should go to therapy. You're a workaholic, you put everybody else in front of you, and it's at the expense of your own happiness. And she's not wrong. Like I am a workaholic, and I worked really, really, really hard to build like a foundation that I could sustain, obviously myself, but like my siblings and, you know, just to, you know, have security basically, not have to depend on people. And I worked really hard for that. Changed my outlook on like all my past relationships and like moving forward, like what I don't want. Although, like I said, I've only been single like a year right now, and after just a terrible, I think, breakup, I don't really know. I still don't know if I'm broken up. I'm just gonna assume I am. I want to do more research and see like the percentage of like people who've actually gone into like long-term relationships, like 6+ months kind of thing, like success stories that are like not on a website. And that's all I gotta say. My birthday is next week. We're done.